Hi Scorpios, welcome to Tarot of Dreams, and this is your Spring Equinox reading. This is a reading to see what the Spring Equinox is bringing into you for spring. So obviously we'll get into actually what's happening for you through spring and what the Spring Equinox has opened up for you. So thank you very much for joining me, and let's get into your reading and let's see what's in store for you, Scorpios. Okay. So can I have some cards for the lovely Scorpios that are watching today, Spirit? Right, so we've got the Five of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. We've got the King of Wands. And we've also got the Ace of Pentacles as well. Okay, right. So the Spring Equinox has been a time for you to really kind of maybe let go of some things that have been in your life that have not been particularly good for you. I do feel like maybe you're coming out of this stage of your life where you've been feeling a little bit cut off. You've been feeling a little bit more like you've been doing like obviously some self-healing, that you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and it's kind of coming to an end now. So maybe the spring is exactly what kind of way you want to be. So it's a brand new start. You're feeling a little bit fresher. So yeah, so you're no longer feeling like you need to hide away. You're no longer feeling that you need to be in a position where you don't want to speak to people, you don't want to be around people. You are just now starting to heal. And with the High Priestess now, you're coming back into the power that you have for yourself, and you're going to feel very free. You're going to be more intuitive. You're going to have a more understanding of how you react to certain things and how you want to be. I mean, obviously, with being a Scorpio, you're very much a private person anyway. But this is obviously, it's more being private because you want to be private and not because you feel like you have to be because you're being judged or being hurt. It's the fact that you're stepping back into your power. And with the Knight of Wands, it's going to feel very freeing. It's going to feel you're going to have so much passion back for life that's going to impact your life completely. So it's going to impact your work, it's going to impact your home, and it's going to impact your relationships. So it's releasing that tension of that darkness, of that dark space that you had to deal with. So maybe some of you have been doing some work on yourself, and obviously doing some shadow work, some mental work, because obviously with the High Priestess that can mean that as well. It's just obviously stepping back into your power, and you're going to feel like a very more vibrant, more you're going to feel more open, you're going to feel more passionate, you're going to feel more joy. Because with the Ace of Pentacles as well, that means that literally everything that you've kind of working towards will start to grow and develop. With the Ace of Pentacles, obviously it's kind of what you work towards you shall receive. So it's kind of like you're coming out of this darkness now, you're coming out back into the light, coming back into your passions, and you're going to really start working very hard on the things that you really do matter to you. This can mean people that are in your life, it could mean work, it could mean projects. If you've got projects, some of you might be going back to school, some of you might be starting off into university, but it's very much that you're feeling that renewed passion for life. You're going to feel that renewed energy, you're going to feel more energetic. Obviously with the sun shining as well in spring's a wonderful time to start to feel more energetic. So I do feel like brand new starts, brand new feelings, brand new progressions into whatever you're wanting to do with yourselves at this time. So what I'm going to do is just going to pull some more cards for you and see what else we've got to see. So yeah, there we go. So that's you've got the Star card. You've got the Wheel. you've got the Six of Cups. Just one more. Oops, sorry. Let's get organised. Sorry guys, this last one doesn't want to come out. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So then you've got Justice as well. Okay, so with your Star card, obviously everything that you've been trying to manifest, so maybe with the Five of Pentacles as well, while you've been sort of sorting through the trauma or the drama that you've been going through life at the moment, or the darkness that you've been feeling at this time, you've also been thinking about what you've actually been wanting to go, where you've wanted to go, and how you've wanted to get there. And with the High Priestess, you've probably been trying to manifest or thinking about the things that you would like to manifest. And obviously with the Star card, I always say that that's your wish card. So things that maybe that you're going to put the work in with your renewed start, that the things that you've been wanting that are manifesting, because you're working hard towards it, they're going to start coming into power and into your path. And with the Wheel as well, especially if you've been going through quite a difficult time, sometimes it's nice to have the wheel flit, because it does. The wheel is constantly ever turning. So obviously if you've been going through quite a difficult stage in your life right now, just know that the wheel's going to start turning. And I do see spring becoming that kind of thing for you, Scorpio, is the fact that it has been turning. So new adventures and new opportunities are definitely going to come into you. I do feel that your soul tribe is going to be really important with you with the Six of Cups. I do feel like obviously people that are coming into your orbit, you're going to be a little bit more picky about the people that are coming into your orbit. And also the Six of Cups as well is definitely a card, especially with the High Priestess and the Star, is that obviously if you've had people that if your own spirit or your own ancestors or whatever are giving you the help and the support and the strength that you need to be able to get through, and obviously this is kind of like you've done the work, this is kind of like now it's your time to start going down the path that you're wanting to go down. With the Justice card, if you've been felt like if people have been unjust to you, if you feel like sometimes I get the impression that with the Justice card, it can mean sometimes that people that have hurt us, it's their time for their justice. Does that make sense? So maybe that might not resonate for everybody, but it might resonate for some of you. If this is because of something that somebody else did to you and it was obviously traumatic to you, then what this card is telling me is that you need to forget that yourself, because obviously justice will be done. And for others, it could mean that you just, as long as you go through this next few stages in your life, especially into spring, as long as you go into life with truth and honesty, and you speak your truths and you're honest with everything that you do, and you're not overbearing and you're not doing things for the wrong reasons, then justice will be on your side. So you will win whatever battle that you're needing to face at this moment in time. As long as you are doing it in the right sort of way, then that's kind of why justice is there. I do feel like it's got a lot to do with the Five of Pentacles, and I do feel like some people are maybe getting their karma back at them because of obviously past hurts and things like that. So that's just kind of a reiteration to say that you yourself, or as long as you don't, I'm a Scorpio myself, so I understand the Justice card can be really difficult for a Scorpio, especially if you've been hurt, because we have a tendency to bite back, to snap back. That's why we've got the stinger. And what the Justice card, when that comes out for me, that's kind of just saying like, now take a step back. As long as you do the things that you need to do for yourself and you're being truthful and honest within yourself and within the people around you, then you don't need to do anything. Justice will do that for you. That's going to now step into your power. So that's kind of really important at the moment. I think with spring being around, I think there's a brand new fresh start here for you, Scorpio. So obviously with the Justice card, it's kind of like working out who and what you want in your life and who around you want. And it's the kind of thing of if they're no longer needed in your life, or they're no longer serving the purpose that that you feel that is the correct purpose for you, then maybe just walk away and let justice take over on that. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, but that won't resonate for everybody, but obviously take it if it resonates for you, but just to know that obviously justice will be done. Okay, so they're going to pull some oracle cards for you. So yeah, there we go. So obviously you've got manifestation, which is kind of what I was saying with the star and the high priestess. So obviously everything that you've been manifesting, I do see coming towards you. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, and I'm not saying it's going to happen all together, but with manifestation, as long as you're manifesting the right things for you, then they will step into you. And obviously with you doing the work as well, because obviously we need to do work on ourselves before we can start manifesting the ideals that we want. Obviously that's then coming into it. So keep on manifesting, keep on using that, and obviously take that as well. Sorry. Let's pull more. Okay. And we've got the courage card. So obviously with whatever you step into, Scorpio, make sure you do it with courage, and you do it with determination, truth as well. Just make sure that you are like the lion and you show people what you're made of. I do feel like sometimes Scorpios are kind of misinterpreted, and we are actually seen, because we are very private people, we kind of have a tendency to close ourselves off, and people don't we get misunderstood quite a lot, and also a lot of times we get overlooked. And I think that's what this card is like telling you to do, is that have the courage to stand forward and have the courage to be heard, and also have the courage to step into new directions as well, because obviously that's really important, to have the courage to be able to know that you can go down the direction that you need to go down. Because obviously you got the career card as well, so this could be to do with a job. So yeah, definitely if you are looking for a new career, if you're looking for a new direction in your life, then maybe have the courage to be able to do that. I do see some of you, now this won't resonate for everybody, but if you're actually looking for a career abroad, maybe then have that's where the courage cards comes into as well, because obviously sometimes we kind of go, can we do it, can we do it, can we do it? Yes, you can. That's what we're being told, is that yes, you can. If you want to do that, then you have the courage to be able to do that. You have the determination, and if it's definitely something that you've been trying to manifest for yourself, then obviously maybe that's the right step for you. I mean, I always say to follow your gut instinct. If you feel that it's the right direction for you, then maybe that's the right direction for you. Okay, so I'm just going to pick some astro cards for you and see what the astrology cards have got to say for you today. Oh, that's too many there. Sorry, Spirit. Just one more. There we go. Okay, so we've got lovely. We've got fire, which is confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. So you definitely need to come back into your fire, Scorpio. I always laugh that there's a common like saying that Scorpio is the fire water, and I think that's quite honestly true, because we do have a lot of fire and we do have a lot of passion, quite similar to the actual fire signs, but we feel ourselves that we're obviously a little bit more deep. So obviously we are now stepping it back into our passions. So having that confidence to know that you can take these steps, and these steps are the right way for you to go. Spring is just going to be so much full of fire and passion and direction and confidence. Because you've also got the North Node, which is absolutely wonderful, because that's obviously the destined to have card. So that's literally everything that you've been manifesting. You've done really, really well. You've done all the hard work, which sometimes for a Scorpio can be really, really difficult to do. Sometimes we don't like to look inward, or we look inward too much, and then we overthink things. So it's kind of like you've done the work. You've now, spring is the fresh step that you're needing to take. So the spring equinox is kind of unlocked this complete and utter different direction in yourself, and you're now stepping into this power that you're having, which you've been manifesting. So I mean, obviously it might take a little bit longer with manifestation. Like I said, it can take quite, but just remember that you're kind of on the right direction, and you're destined to have this. This is kind of like your path that you're meant to find. So if it's a job, maybe it's a job that you are meant to be doing, that this is your life purpose. And finding a job that's your life purpose is wonderful. It's a wonderful uplifting feeling. So I really do hope that's for some of you. So yeah, so just remember that maybe everything that is happening at the moment is happening for a reason, and you are now starting to come back into that passionate, confident self that you have, which is really empowering for you, Scorpio, and I'm really pleased. So I'm just going to pull some affairs of the heart and see what else has got to be said. I'll take them two. Okay, so we've got twin flame, and we've also got clarity. So yeah, so maybe some of you have been going through a bit of a twin flame connection, or you've met your twin flame. I do quite know a few Scorpios that are actually going through a twin flame connection at this moment in time. So maybe the spring equinox has opened that up for you. So maybe you've actually just met your twin flame, and obviously it's now starting to feel a little bit, I mean, if you know a little bit about twin flame connections, sometimes they can be a little bit messy. Or you might have met your twin flame, but this is obviously where you now start to connect. The clarity is you yourself, is the clear thinking, the meditation. It's the fact that the noise of the Five of Pentacles has gone away. It's now that you're starting to think clearer and start thinking clearer on the direction that you're wanting to travel, which is fantastic. Like you have a clearer idea of where you want to go and what you want to be doing. Yeah, we've got the peace card as well. So you're gonna start feeling a little bit more at peace in spring, Scorpios. You're gonna start feeling a little bit more, yeah, like the noise has been quietened. You're gonna feel a little bit more happier. You're gonna feel a little bit more balanced. Things are now starting to come from it, like an inner peace. That you are now starting to, things that would make you angry normally are now not making you as angry as they used to. You've now found your zen. That's what I'm hearing from my spirit guide. You've now found your zen. So take that and use that, because it's a wonderful thing, especially if your brain's been a little bit busy and a bit fuzzy over the past couple of months. And yeah, and as long as you start speaking truths, I do feel like for some of you, some truths are going to come out, and I think the reason why they're going to come out now is that you're going to be more able to deal with them by what you've done already. So if you're looking for a truth, it's going to start coming towards you, and you're going to start feeling a little bit more able to deal with that truth. So that's obviously, take that if that resonates for you. But yes, now is the time to start hearing the truth that you're wanting to hear. And as long as you're truthful with the Justice card as well. So that kind of links with the Justice card. I just want a couple more. Let's see what I've got here. Sorry. No, it's not on. Yeah, Scorpio, you're going to have this glow up. You're going to feel much better about yourself. You're going to feel a lot more vibrant and a lot better. And I've also got travel. So I do see travel for some of you. I do feel like maybe that's to do with a job, or in a direction that you're wanting to go into. Or even just going on holiday and enjoying yourself with your friends or your soul tribe. I do feel that that's like the, you know, a direction that you'll be going into. So I do feel like spring is just opening up a brand new level for Scorpios. I think this is kind of like a level up for us. I do feel like obviously it's a direction that maybe we're being pushed into from the universe, and I think that Scorpio's time now is now, which is fantastic, because I think it's been quite a dark, I think for most signs actually, it's been quite a dark period of time over the past 2 years, and I do feel like the spring equinox has just kind of unlocked a lot for everybody, and I feel like obviously this is now it's now your time to come back into your power and step back into your power. So I'm just going to pull some words of wisdom cards for Scorpios and see what else has got to be said. So we'll have a look. Okay, so we've got judgment and intuition, and we've got resilience and joy, and we've also got two more, which is dance and wonder. Okay, so judgment, obviously justice and judgment cards go together. So it can mean that you felt like you've been judged in the past, and now you're now starting to come out of this. Obviously, Scorpio's intuition, I always say, is one of the best intuitions that are around. So obviously make sure that you're still using your intuition. If something feels off, then maybe it's off. So trust in your gut and trust in your intuition. Resilience. Scorpio, you're really resilient. You can do literally anything that you want to do. And I do see that in for your cards, that I do see maybe some of you are going in a completely different direction that you have never done before. I'm definitely seeing some of you literally going into like more of a healing process, into a healing sector. So I'm definitely seeing like mental health counselor, or I'm seeing herbalist, or I'm seeing that kind of thing of feeling that, you know, you want to help people. And it's going to bring a lot of joy into your life. Whatever direction that you're going into now is going to swivel, and it's going to bring some joy. So you're going to kind of wake up in the morning, you're going to feel really, really happy about where you are and what you're doing and where you're going. Dance more. I don't think I even need to say anymore. It's time to have some fun, Scorpio. It's time to have some fun, some laughter. I think some of you have been going through quite a dark period in your life, and you've really now just starting to come out of that. And I really do kind of just enjoy yourself, just have some fun. That's kind of like a really key important thing for me to say to you. And wonder, I really do feel like constantly wonder where you can go next, constantly wonder what possibilities are out there for you. Don't ever feel like you've been closed off. Always keep the wonder in there. And obviously I do see, if you're going traveling, you know, having the wonder of a new place and having you know, and obviously that feeling of excitement. I see that in your cards quite a lot as well. So it's looking really positive, Scorpio. The only thing I have to say, as long as you do everything with your truth and honesty, I do see this like obviously blowing up for you. I really, really do, and being really fantastic. I do think that spring is like the new step to start. And I think obviously once we get into summer, I do feel like that's going to change a lot as well. So we're at the moment, and what I'm hearing is that just enjoy it. Just enjoy, just have some fun. Obviously think about where you want to go and what avenues you want to take. You know, obviously think about things that you probably haven't thought about, and wonder if you know, is that possible? Can I do that? Is that a new direction that I can go down? So yeah, I'm definitely seeing that there's no resistance, there's no bound, or you're not being tied to anything. You've actually got quite a freeing time now, and now's the time to start looking about really what you're wanting to do and what you're wanting to achieve within yourself. Even in relationships, it doesn't have to just be work, it can be just within oneself. Okay. And I hope you enjoyed your reading, Scorpio. I hope that gave you kind of some inspiration and some boost that I kind of feel like Scorpios need at this moment in time. Obviously, if you enjoyed the reading, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that's wonderful. Or you can drop me a message. I do love to hear from everybody and things like that. I do like to have a chat. I do have an Instagram account as well, and actually which I do daily readings on. So if you're interested, you can always have a look at my bio. And I really hope to see you again soon, Scorpios. And light and love, guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye.